In this video, I'm going to show you the before. There is a lot of prep work that goes to trying to get this layout ready for the outdoor run. As you can see, as I mentioned before, there's lots of leaves from my fruit trees. All the leaves are all over the track. There's lots of spider webs everywhere. I'm sure you might be able to see that one. See if I can get a good angle on that one. And then the entire track has to be cleaned down because it's been probably almost 8 months to a year since I've ran trains out here. So even though I have this large backyard layout, I don't run on it all the time because it's a lot of prep work to clean. It can take me almost a full day just to clean before I can actually run. So if I start today cleaning everything and the entire yard, as you can see, there's like bushes and leaves that come from the neighbor next door across the layout that have to be trimmed down. It can take me, like I said, the entire day, and I can start like maybe tomorrow. Going into the rest of the yard. Let's see, so through the gate, this section, all of this needs to be prepared. All of my apple trees are starting to grow. Like I said, about 13 fruit trees back here. So my apple trees are growing. My pear tree is growing. Over there is more pears. But as you can see, the layout is going through a lot of trauma here that needs to be cleaned. Spider webs. Just a nest of leaves everywhere. And that's just one side of the layout. As we get closer to the bridge, the same thing. The bridge needs to be cleaned down. And now we're on section 2 of the backyard layout. This is my cherry tree, which is in the way. A couple of things that need to be picked up from the wildlife that's knocked over. This happens every year. They'll pick it up and put it back on here again. And this is just the section that's going towards Santa Barbara. So in the earlier part of the video, you saw the section for Salinas and San Luis Obispo. What's this? Okay, so it looks like a screw that I should have tossed a while ago. Just happened to fall out. So this is the Santa Barbara station. Another apple tree. Leaves that are like pretty much hanging over. I did as best as I could to cut the leaves back to try to save for next year, which is now this year. Just try to keep the low maintenance down. It used to be really bad before, but this is not as bad as what it could be. Roses are growing up, so this will have to come down a little bit because once the cars are out here, it's going to look a little weird to have a large rose bush going across the road. Okay. All right, and here's our newest section from, you may have saw in a couple of pictures or from a couple of Facebook posts. This is the newest section for Glendale. I just added this support beam in the back so that the station won't fall from the weight. So it completely holds the entire corner section at the angle that I need it to stay level as the trains will be going back and forth. This section here is leading down towards Los Angeles. These ties are supposed to be out, which is fine. They slide in and out, which is just great. As I mentioned before in other videos, some ties are loose on purpose because of where the track is soldered. Okay, and then further there, this is heading towards Los Angeles. You can see that hedge is a bit bigger than I need it to be, and that needs to come down as well and chop back. So here's that same hedge from the front. My plum trees. So section here in the middle, we'll squeeze in here and look at a different angle of where that hedge was. So as you can see, it's completely blocking the track. And then as we turn the opposite direction, this heads towards Los Angeles and San Diego. Okay, we'll come around this hedge. I actually like this hedge. It's pretty easy to maintain. Okay, I'm looking back up again towards that hedge. Going back to Los Angeles. And you can see there's spider webs there that need to come down. More spider webs here. All this has to be dusted down and taken down. And then this is almost at the end of the layout. I've got a lot of industry that's going to be here in the next video for the Memorial Day video. And you can see there's more spider webs there. Might be able to see it. It's a little hard sometimes. And more leaves and so forth. This needs to be dusted out. The spider webs have taken over. The spiders have taken over this layout. Lots of spider webs there. And here, especially here. You can really see that. There it is. Now you can see it. So as you can see, it continues all the way to the end. All of that has to come out. And even down there through the loop. Okay, so this is the end of the other part of the route. And then of course from here, it goes back into the house to San Francisco. There's more, like I said, spider webs that just have to be cleaned out. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a quick prep, well, a before, should I say, of what this layout looks like before I can actually start running and enjoy these trains doing what they do.